Yeah, so you can get your visual aid. So we'll set the scene so we know what we're doing. So right,
is it traffic lights with a filter? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay.
So let's just set the scene. So your pupil is at the train stage. They've done junctions, 2 junctions. They're getting on with roundabouts now. Not that we're going to have any roundabouts today. Got an understanding of MSPSL.
Yeah.
LADA.
Yeah.
And we're now moving on to more intermediate routes. So we're introducing traffic lights today. And you've already just previously you've taught me to turn left. You've introduced me to traffic lights turning left, going ahead, and now you're going to take on turning right. We've got traffic lights nearby that will let us do that, which you've just seen.
Yes.
We just showed you where that was going to be.
Yes.
So you've got your route sorted out. We're in a location close to it. So now I'm going to have a little briefing about how we're going to do that, and then you're going to help me talk me through. So we're doing a little brief on it. New subject, I've not done this before.
Okay.
But I do know about MSPSL.
Okay, good. Right, should we start? Good. Okay, Howard. We're in a nice quiet place here. So we've just been doing left traffic lights and ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're now going to go on to doing a right turn. Okay. Right turns are more hazardous, and the reason why that is because we're going to be crossing the traffic. Okay, oncoming traffic.
Oh right. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's it. So we're going to be using on the approach the MSPSL routine, which you know already. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know where to be checking your mirrors. You know to pop on the signal. Just tell me what signal you'd pop on if we're going to be going. If we're turning here. So if they're here.
Right. You're saying.
So say we're here. I'm going to be turning right. We're there. So whereabouts would you, if you're looking at that diagram, how far do you think you need to be? If you're in this lane and we're going to be turning right, where do you think you need to be looking first? Mirrors.
What mirrors?
Yeah.
The centre and the right.
Centre and the right. Okay. And the reason for that is because you're going to be
Turning right.
you're going to be crossing the path, aren't you, of the traffic that. So if we're in the left lane, we're going to be going on the right lane, aren't we?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we're going to be going across there, so like you said, centre and right mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. So after we've done that, before we've obviously moved over, we're checking the mirrors, and then we're going to be popping on the signal.
Oh, signal, right?
Yeah. So doing MSPSL. So pop on the signal, and when it's clear, we move across. Okay. So we're now in this position. Okay. That brings us on to the P for position.
Can I just, if I was shown as you're shown on that picture, if I'm in the middle lane and I need to be in this right lane, you said when it's safe. What if there's lots of cars already coming down there? Will they let me in?
If you put on an indicator,
Yeah.
they would possibly let you in, depending on what kind of driver they are. Okay, some maybe just want to get on and they won't let you come across. And if that happens, then obviously you need to slow down and wait until there's a space for you to move across. Okay. Don't just assume. Never assume. that they're going to let you come across and then just go across.
So just wait for someone to let me over.
Let you over
if it's busy,
or if it's safe to do so, you can move across onto.
Yeah, if there's no one, that'd be easy.
Yes,
and just sort of go down the middle lane and just switch to the right lane near the traffic lights.
But the sooner you get into that position, when you've got the 3 lanes here, the sooner you get into that position. If you leave it as you get close to them lights, it's going to become a little bit more difficult for you to try and get across.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can position yourself, so we do the signal well in advance, but obviously not too far in advance, because there might be like a turning off to the right, so you don't want to be signalling if there's a turn off to the right, because the people might think you begin turning off there.
So would I then?
So you'd probably do
check my mirrors.
Yes.
Wait till I pass the junction.
Yeah.
Put a signal, then move.
Yeah,
over.
but you always check your mirrors anyway. But
Is that
then,
right?
yeah, you'll be checking your mirrors all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you're past that junction, you can then check your mirrors again, then pop on that signal. Okay.
I hope there's not a junction to the right.
No, I don't.
It's got a delay when I'm my position, won't it?
It will do.
I have to delay my signal when I delay my position.
Yeah.
Which, if there's cars, I'll be going to be. They're not going to let me in if it's busy. So let's hope there. Yeah. Okay.
Also, a good way is that this road here may be a single road, and then it opens up wider. If you know what I mean. So, if you get yourself into that position before you see the lines here,
okay,
all right, then that will say you're trying to come across late.
So I could mirror and then position.
Mirror, yeah, you can mirror, position, and then pop on the signal. Yeah,
oh, so that can come. Oh, right.
So
I can do it in a different order.
You can do it in a different order. You can do it in a different order. That's correct. Well done.
Oh, okay.
So okay, so when we're going to end up in this position here. Okay, so with these lights, there's a filter light on here. Okay.
What do you mean?
So you've got with these traffic lights. So this one here may show green, and this one will show green here, and that one could show red.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay.
So and if you're in this lane, vehicles that are coming up here can carry on going straight up. If you're in this lane and you're turning right, you will need to stop. Okay, you can't go if that light there is green and that light there is green. That doesn't give you.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay, that's good to know.
You must stop.
So I have another my own light.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Some traffic lights that will do. There is only one light. Yeah, but if you're turning right, you can go ahead, and then you'll have a filter light, which means that vehicles coming from this direction.
What is a filter light?
A filter light is it will have like a light to say, like an arrow to turn right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that gives you the that will give you the indication that you can actually cross that path of that traffic.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you was to not pay attention to that and you saw the green, you might come straight across here. Yeah, go there. Vehicles are coming along here, and there could be a collision here.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So cars might still be coming,
Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
but
towards me.
Yeah. So there could be with this light here. We call it a filter light with an arrow like that on there. Okay.
So if I see the filter light, I can just go across.
If we're in this lane, it's got its own set of traffic lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. You must obey the traffic lights. Okay. If it's red and then it's green.
Yeah, I understand. But if it's green,
if it's
I can go.
Say that we were take that middle lane. Where's that cloth gone? Is that to use that?
Yeah. All I'm asking is,
okay.
If that green arrow is on.
Yeah.
Can I go across?
You can go across if the green arrow is
That's
on.
what I want
Yeah.
to know.
Okay, that's cool. Now, if that light arrow isn't on, but there's no traffic coming and it's green light, you can go across.
A green light. What is it? A different green light?
No, same traffic.
So if the arrow's pointing right, I can go.
Yeah.
But if it's red,
you'd stop. If it was a green,
Green
if the lights were green, not forget about the arrow. If the lights were green,
right,
yeah, and there was no traffic coming down here, it was quiet, you can go across.
oh I see. So if the left and the middle
Yeah, it says to forget
lane
about
and the left lane is green, I can then go.
So forget about this lane. Forget about that lane. All right, forget about that.
Oh.
So say that we would come in here and we wanted to turn right.
But it says ahead only. Could you do that? Oh, I'm a little bit confused.
You're confusing me now. How to roll.
Yeah.
You're confusing me now.
Because I'm confused because you're saying if the light's green,
yeah.
if the light's green, I'm thinking you're saying I'd have to wait. Is that what you're saying? I'd have to wait for oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm confused because you've just said a green arrow means I can go. So
Yeah.
what other green is there?
I don't understand what you're saying. Sorry.
Well, you're saying when there's a green arrow,
Yeah. If the green arrow
I
is
can
there.
go. But
Yeah.
then you're saying when it's green,
Yeah.
I must wait.
Yeah, you must.
What do you mean? What?
What I mean is that like when there's a traffic light, if there is a filter light there, but if it's green,
I know what you
go,
like. I'm gonna put you out here
Yeah.
and I'll help
Yeah,
you here.
good.
Right?
You really,
Okay, let's have a look
yeah,
at traffic
you have a
lights.
look.
So I draw a little traffic light.
Okay.
So this would help by drawing a traffic light, wouldn't it? You got a red light at the top,
Yeah.
an amber light,
Yeah.
and a round. They're all round, aren't they?
Yeah.
Round.
Round.
Yeah. If it's green there,
Yeah.
at the bottom, a round green traffic light. That's what you mean, isn't it?
Yeah.
If that was there, what would that mean if I had that
You
light?
can go.
Does it? What if there's cars coming?
No, you have to wait.
I'd wait in the middle, wouldn't
Yeah.
I? What if we've changed the light and put that on there? The arrow,
Yeah.
the filter light,
Yeah.
and if that's green,
You can go.
I have priority.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
So-
why I missed that. You
So
have
this is where I'm
priority.
getting lost because you're saying you're not distinguishing this what
Okay.
it would look
yeah.
like.
So drawing that, showing them
So
visually, it's.
I need a visual to know what you
Yeah.
mean. So if I get,
Yeah.
so if this isn't on,
Yeah.
it means you can proceed
Yeah.
to turn right
Yeah.
and wait here
Yeah.
for oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
If it's clear, you can proceed on that
Yeah.
green light.
Yeah.
If we've got an arrow, now we have priority.
That's what I meant to say.
So, but would it be safe? What if someone's going to jump the lights?
It
So
wouldn't
we're
be
still
safe.
going to look.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
priority, but it doesn't mean it's safe.
Yeah.
We're still going to look and be prepared to give way,
Yeah.
but we do have priority.
Because it could be an emergency vehicle.
And I'll be like, yeah, or a cyclist that
Yeah.
doesn't wait at
No.
lights.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm lost because you're saying
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
getting confused with.
Yeah.
You're saying if it's a green arrow, I can go,
Okay.
but if it's green,
that makes much more
but
sense.
if it's,
looking
I'm
at
thinking,
that.
well,
Yeah.
what other greens are there?
Yeah. That's it.
Do you see where from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
person who doesn't understand this
Yeah.
is like, I don't understand and could get this completely wrong
Yeah.
when we're on the live junction
Yeah. Okay.
with cars coming towards you
Yeah.
and that Audi we had behind, close up behind,
Yeah.
pressurising me.
Yes, he does.
And I
yeah.
might do something. I might stop when I could go,
Yeah.
or,
And he's
or
expecting
go
you
when
to
I
go.
should wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I could get this wrong, couldn't I? So
Mhm.
there's risk here.
Yeah.
We need to get it right.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just in that
that
explanation what
actually
you mean.
is great.
So
yeah.
drawing it, you know,
Yeah.
so you get your point,
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
you know, across. So that's
And
what I
how
was
much
confused.
different it is just by doing that explains it a lot better.
Yeah, because I know what you mean. Because
Yeah.
I'm a driver.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but you're not telling me
No.
what you mean.
No.
You know, so I'm in role. I'm like, I don't know what you mean.
I see what you mean.
Alright, leave that. So yeah, so there's that. Okay, so let's. Okay, so did you want to go back into
Yeah,
it? So
let's do it again,
I
yeah.
kind of. Shall we
Okay,
say
so-
I understand that?
Yeah,
or-
you understand that? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I understand about the filter light.
Yeah.
If there's a green filter light, I have priority,
Yeah.
but I'd still look.
Make sure you.
And if
look-
it's a
Yeah.
round green traffic light
Yeah.
and the filter light is not on, then I can proceed and wait for oncoming traffic.
That's right.
I can go over the stop line.
Yeah.
Got it. I
And
see.
and even if that light turns red, because you've gone over
What
that.
light turns red?
if these traffic lights turn red, the traffic lights.
I wouldn't see them, would I?
If you was here,
Okay.
you might. There might be some traffic lights. Sometimes you can see traffic lights over there, can't they?
All right. Can you?
Yeah.
I've not done this before.
Okay. Okay. There's some traffic. If they turn red, there doesn't mean that you've got to stop because you've crossed that path, and if it's safe to do so, as long as it ain't a box. But we'll come to that later. All right. I'll explain that later.
Box junction. As you
Box
talking about
junction.
them yellow boxes.
That's it, box junction. If that was like that,
You're not allowed to stop in them, are you?
only if you're turning right and you can't proceed.
You know, it's what I can. What's that? I can stop in a yellow box.
Can I turn this off? Can we pause this? Pause.
Yeah, don't leave it because don't worry. We're just
Okay,
going to go through. It's
Yeah,
like
okay.
that.
You can turn right.
I'll cut that bit out. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Yeah, are you pleased? You can turn right. I'm sure I read that you can turn right if your exit is being blocked. You can wait in that junction.
You can stop. You can wait in a yellow box
Yeah.
if you're turning right.
Yeah.
If your exit is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you've got a car there, and
your exit isn't clear,
yeah,
then don't go in the yellow box.
that's why I've got tickets.
What?
Nothing. Carry on. Yeah. All right. So let's get on the traffic light.
Well,
thing.
did you need? Yeah. Okay. What you're talking about is secondary lights.
Secondary lights. Yeah.
I need to know about secondary
Yeah.
lights.
So if there's secondary lights on there and they're red, don't think to yourself, "Oh, I've got to stop because the light's red." Once you've passed that,
What are these
lines, give way.
Primary lights.
Primary lights.
Secondary lights.
Oh yeah, primary lights, secondary.
There'll be a
lights.
secondary light around here as well.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to
No.
obey that either.
No, exactly. Once you pass that line, and you're in here, you can turn right.
Okay.
Okay, if they've gone to red. Is that right? Would you say that's right?
Say that again. What I've got to do? So if I-
If you've got your primary lights, you've got secondary lights.
Yeah.
If they're red, if they turn to red while you're in here waiting, you can still proceed.
Oh, okay. So I can still go if that
Yeah.
light there
Yeah.
turns red.
Because you're past these lines here.
Okay, that sounds dodgy. What, really? On a red?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, that sounds wrong, doesn't it?
It does sound wrong.
Mm.
But because you're past here already, you know,
Wouldn't it be safer if I just stayed there?
if their vehicle was there and it turned red and you couldn't get there, what do you think you'd have to do? What would you do?
Reverse back up.
What about if you couldn't reverse back up? Because there's a vehicle there.
Go ahead and just cut back in.
Okay.
Go over here and just pretend I weren't turning right and just go ahead. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what I'd do.
Would you wait there?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I'd back up or just drive over
Back
to
up,
go
yeah.
ahead and get out of the way of everything.
Okay. All right. Good.
Is that good?
No, it's not good. No.
If I'm in a right only lane and I go ahead,
Yeah.
not good.
No.
Not if there's a
exactly.
police car about.
No, exactly.
That's points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need help with this.
So yeah. So let's yeah. So
Because I feel like I'm jumbling on and it's not really getting
so
to the point.
traffic lights turning right. What you've just found out is like it's a bit of a
Yeah.
yeah. So we would definitely want to brief on it because if we assumed our learner knew all this stuff, that's really hard to explain.
It is.
How this could go bad.
Pear shaped, couldn't it?
Very pear-shaped. They could be stopping in the middle
Yeah.
when they should go and get
Yeah.
rear-ended.
Yeah.
They could go because it's green and think, oh my god, these cars are just coming at me.
Yeah.
Or that was green, why what?
Yeah.
That's confusing.
Yeah.
They could get round the corner, stop at the secondary light and get rear-ended there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's fraught
Yeah.
with risk.
Yeah.
So we need a nice
Clear.
clear briefing to
Yeah.
make them sure they know what the rules are.
Okay.
because it's full of rules and they just need to know.
Okay then.
So should we do it? Did you want me to do an example
I want you to do an example briefing now.
All right.
I've tried
I'm
it.
going to take this
I've
off just
tried
because I
it
can
and
move
I
the
think
seat
to
back.
myself that it's
Right, hey.
okay.
So I'm just gonna. Would you like, just for the benefit of, because there's something that would come before this, just
Okay.
to turn right,
Yeah.
just for the benefit of you,
Yeah.
because before we'd go to traffic lights, turning right, I'd want to get them to turn right at a normal set of
Yeah.
junction without traffic lights.
Yeah.
So can I just quickly cover that as well,
Yeah,
just
gotcha.
so you can see?
Yeah, please
Because
do.
this, doing the traffic lights will rely on previous knowledge like MSPSL and
Yeah.
how to turn right
Mhm.
and how we position when turning right when there isn't traffic lights.
Yeah.
Like the offside near side rule.
Yeah,
That's where I'm going. I
Yeah.
need to just want to make sure they're happy with that rule.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 2 briefings, but I would if I was on this stage, I would just brief on the traffic lights because that's what we're doing,
Yeah.
and recap on when they turned right before on crossroads without traffic lights.
Yeah.
But for the sake of you and
Others.
I'm going to do the 2 briefings
Yeah.
together,
Yeah. Okay.
which we wouldn't normally do because it'd be
Yeah.
overload.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a picture of a crossroads without, just a clean, normal crossroads. Remember that's 33, so I can get back to that.
Yeah. That one.
Dun dun dun.
Perfect.
That do. Love. Look, even says it.
Crossroads.
So 15, gonna go 33 on the other one. Right. So this is 2 briefings. So I would say, right, okay. I'll be enrolled. Okay, so we've done T junctions. This is a very quick briefing on crossroads. I'm
Yeah.
going to cut it a bit.
Okay.
We've done T junctions.
Mhm.
So now we're going to do crossroads and reveal this extra road.
Okay.
Okay. We've done a heads. We've done turning lefts.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do turning right.
Okay.
Turning right from major to minor. Just want to run through that with you.
Yeah.
So we've fast forwarded that briefing.
Okay.
So let's imagine that this is you. You want to turn right.
Yeah.
This is your junction there. And you know about your system, mirror signal position, all that. But on this occasion, there's a car opposite coming towards you, doing exactly the same.
Mhm.
They're signalling to turn right down there. You're signalling to turn right to your right. And you're approaching at the same distance, the same kind of speed, it's coming together. And we just need to understand how we're going to do that. So, I'm going to give you some options here, because you like options, like
Yeah.
multiple choice.
Yeah.
So, are we, and you can act like a loner, like you don't know or whatever. So don't think you're not being tested. You're not going to get this right.
Okay.
Just say what you think. So anyway, we're both turning right. So are we when we get there? Are we going to go? Am I going to go in front? So I'll be going down there, and he'll be going down there like that. And often we give that a name. So if we think about the sides of the car, we've got
Offside,
the near
offside.
sides and
Near
the
side,
offside.
yeah.
So this one, if we're going like what's in front, we're going near side, or
Yeah.
passenger side.
Yeah.
We could do that, or we could go round the other way, almost like that was a little mini roundabout,
Yeah.
and go round the back of
Yeah.
each other, like that. So that would be offside,
Yeah.
driver side.
Yeah.
So, which one, if you was in that situation, do you think would be the safest?
The safest one is the second one.
The second one. And why is that?
Is because you could go across each other, but you might not see a motorbike coming. So you could cross that path. But if you go behind him, you can see what's coming up that road.
Yeah. So let's explore that.
Yeah.
So if we try to go in front, my intention is to go there.
Yeah.
He's there. So this car,
Yeah, and you
In
might
front
cut
of us.
that corner as well.
yes, we might cut the corner. And this car presents a blind spot.
Yeah.
So our field of vision there will be like that, and there's this shaded area we can't see behind him. And so what's the danger? What might come round and nest in that gap?
A motorcyclist.
That's it. So when you've done your T-junctions, when your view's restricted, because we're thinking about other drivers might do this, and we need to understand what's the problem.
Yeah.
So if your view's restricted like that, what do you think other drivers might try and do to increase their field of vision on this junction?
Go behind.
But they're not. They're going in front.
They're
So what would
trying
they
to
do?
creep out a little bit more.
Yeah. So they're going to turn their wheels, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they're turning their wheels, and they're going to creep over the centre white line
Yeah.
to try and get a view behind that vehicle.
Yeah.
If that vehicle turns
Yeah.
and leaves them there, so now let's rub that out.
Yeah.
And now there's a lorry coming down
Yes,
here.
Yeah.
And where are we?
In the centre of the road.
We're on their side of the road,
Yeah.
aren't we? It's not good, is it?
No.
Not good, because he's got to be able to stop now, hasn't he? What if he can't? And what if
Yeah.
there's a car in the junction we're turning into?
Yeah.
It's got nowhere to go.
No.
So we're literally between a rock and a hard
Stuck,
place. And also, what's the danger if we start to turn our wheels on approach to a junction?
We said to cut the corner.
We could cut the corner. What about if a car was behind trying to come through this gap?
Yeah. Could push us into
Yeah,
the
if he
centre.
gives you a little nudge, where are you going to go?
In the centre.
He's going to push you
On the
across the
side,
path
yeah,
oncoming traffic.
onto the traffic,
So if you think of your car, if you look at your car like that,
Yeah.
that's your car
Yeah.
in a straight line, it's narrow. Once we start to turn it,
Mhm.
it gets fat, doesn't
Yeah.
it? So we decrease the gap that they've got to go
Yeah.
round us
Mhm.
by putting the tail swing comes
Yeah.
into the road. They could clip that and like a snooker ball just shoves you across
Yeah.
the other side.
Yeah.
So we need to understand that, and for all the reasons for the exact opposite of that is
Yeah.
to go around the back, isn't it?
Yes.
We'd have our wheels nice and straight.
Yeah.
We'd have an unrestricted view, and we won't cut the corner
Mhm.
like a mini roundabout
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
So that's how we're going to do that. So we know about the near side offside rule.
Yeah.
What if the road markings were like that? Oh, I haven't drawn them very well. What if road markings were telling you to do that?
Then obviously you abide by what it says.
You go by road markings.
Yeah.
So if road markings are telling you otherwise,
They take priority. What
you
you
go
need to
around the
do.
back of
Yeah,
each other.
yeah,
If
yeah.
they're telling you otherwise, you go in front.
Yeah.
So you might get junctions like this picture.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Let's say there was another junction here. You know, they might split it and say you go there,
Yeah.
they go there, and
Yeah.
they might do that, mightn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
So we would obey, and there'd normally be a hatched area, so you can angle your car, do that safely.
Yeah.
All right, good. So you got a good understanding of that.
Yeah.
Fast forward to next week.
Mhm.
Guess what? We did that thing last week with the crossroads. We're gonna go traffic lights now.
Yeah.
Where was that? 33, wasn't it?
33, that's right.
33. So now you had that. When you answered that, you're answering like your learners.
They
Would-
wouldn't answer that.
9 out of 10, in my experience, would say, "Well, go in front,"
Yeah.
because they don't understand what you
Or
understand.
they just guess. Wouldn't they?
Yeah, wouldn't know what they wouldn't
No.
know that, but
They
obviously you
wouldn't know
do
the
know that.
difference,
So
yeah.
so
And just
okay,
pick it
so
up.
now we're coming back to a week later.
Yeah.
We're going to introduce traffic lights telling right. We've already gone ahead. We've
Mm.
gone left. That's going well.
Mhm.
Well done on all that. Brilliant. So now we're going to turn right. So we're going to use our system for turning right. So let's write that down. So what is the system we're going to use when we deal with junctions?
MSPSL.
So we'll write that down there as we
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah.
So as we going to be turning right, what mirrors are you going to check?
Centre. Right.
Good. What are you looking for in that one?
Looking for any vehicles or motorbikes coming past us
Good.
on the outside.
Great. Are we going to need a signal?
Yes.
Look at the picture.
Yeah.
This lane,
Where are we at the moment?
we're way down here before
Okay.
this
Yeah.
junction.
Yeah. We will do because it's saying to turn right. You need to be.
Okay.
So
If
signal.
there's a junction before
Yeah.
the traffic lights here, when would you signal?
After.
after. Good. So let's deal with this position.
Yeah.
What lane are you going to be in?
This one here.
The right only lane,
Right
yeah?
only
So that's
lane,
marked
yeah.
right only.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we've got this junction on the right, could you check your mirrors and position early and then signal after? Can you change the order of the system?
Yes.
Good. So on this one, we're going to mirror, position,
Yeah.
then signal.
Yeah.
Now look at the road markings, right only.
Yeah.
Do we need a signal?
No. Because
Okay, why not?
that is dedicated for that lane.
Is it? The car behind, I would think, would be in no doubt if you're in the right only lane that
Yeah.
you're going
Yeah.
right only.
Yeah.
Okay, we must go right only, yeah?
Yeah.
We can't change our mind and come in and go ahead.
No.
Illegal. That would be a bad idea.
Okay.
Very dangerous. Okay, so so there's this question: if we're in a right only dedicated lane, do we need a signal?
No.
So no. What about if there's a car opposite? So look at this junction. It's like a mirror image, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a car here, where's he going?
He should be going this way.
He should be going right.
Yeah.
Can you see the road markings in his lane?
No.
Okay. So could that be ahead and right? Would you know that from there? Imagine you're sitting in your car looking at a car. Could you see the road markings that he's either sat on or behind his car?
No.
So do we want to assume things?
No. Never
Okay.
assume.
So would it be benefit if you were sat here
Because this lane's come up here, so
waiting to turn right?
Yeah.
Would you assume he's going to be turning right
you'd think
without
so.
a signal? You could assume.
Yeah.
I would signal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because then you can if he's signalling, you
Yeah.
can reciprocate
Yeah.
and signal. Because you two are going to come into some kind of you're going to approach each other soon.
Yeah.
Be nice to confirm to him
Yeah.
that you're turning right, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because what if it's not a mirror image? What if it's if the road markings here are different, the road layout is different?
Yeah.
You can't assume that,
Can't
can you?
assume.
So I would signal. Okay.
Okay.
And also, if there was a pedestrian here waiting to cross the road,
They'd know what you're doing.
and they look, if
Yeah.
you as a pedestrian, you'd look at those cars,
Yeah.
wouldn't you? And if you thought, oh, they're going to come round, you'd probably wait, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And if they weren't signalling, what might you think as an
Because
inexperienced
it might go
road
straight
user?
ahead.
Exactly. So a signal would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to mirror, position,
Yeah.
signal.
Yeah.
Okay. So talk about speed and gear. If our lights are red, what we're going to do?
Stop.
Stop. Good. And where are we going to stop?
Before the lines.
What if there's two stop lines like that? What are we going to do?
We're going to stop here because that one's normally for cyclists.
Yeah, good. Very good. So we're going to look out for that. Okay, so we might have one late.
Okay.
Well, not on this junction, but
No.
late. We're going to do several junctions. So we're looking for that. That's
Okay.
good. So we talked about our speed. We've stopped, and now we're going to wait for our green light.
Yeah.
Okay, so I draw that thing I did before.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at our lights. This here, I've just magnified that one up here.
Yeah.
So you've got a red, amber, green. Let's say we're waiting on red.
Mm-hmm.
When the lights turn to green, I light that one up.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Are you going to go across and turn right, or are you going to go across and wait in the middle?
Wait in the middle.
Okay, good. If you were here from a major road,
Yeah.
turning into a side road on your
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
and there was an oncoming car, you'd wait for it,
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
yeah,
The
yeah.
oncoming cars would have priority.
Yeah.
So if you've got a green traffic light, doesn't mean you can go.
No.
It means you can proceed past the stop line
Yeah.
and wait for a safe gap in traffic.
Okay.
And how are you going to judge that? How are you going to judge a safe gap in traffic to cross? What rule will you use?
The walk across rule.
Yeah, if you'd walk across, drive across.
Yeah.
Remember, you're walking across two lanes here,
Yeah.
so you've got to look at two lanes here, haven't you?
Yeah.
To make sure it's safe.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've got two decisions to make. Some cars might be moving faster or slower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I just, as a asking as a pupil. Just,
You are a pupil.
Yeah. Okay. Say that there's 2 cars coming. How would we know what to go to?
The offside near side?
Yeah, how do we know? Because
we're going to come to that in a second.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you about that because that's really important.
Yeah,
It's a
because
good
I think
question.
that we might get a bit confused. I don't know whether or not to go forward or behind him.
Yeah, well, we're going to cover that because
Okay,
that's really
yeah.
important. We know what we're doing.
Okay.
But at the moment, we're just dealing with these traffic lights
Yeah.
and what to do and what
Okay.
they're telling us, understanding the rules of traffic lights.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've established that if that's a round green traffic light,
Yeah.
that
We
we're
can
not going to turn
proceed.
right.
Yeah.
If it's clear, we will,
Yeah.
but we're going to be prepared to wait in the
Okay.
middle.
Yeah.
Very good. What if, let's replace that round one
Mhm.
with an arrow, a filter arrow like that.
Yeah.
If that comes on, that's a difference, isn't it? What
Yeah.
does that mean?
That we can go.
You have
Priority.
priority.
Yeah.
You have priority to
Yeah.
turn right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we should be seeing here, we're still going to look. Do you trust people, other road users?
No.
Not with your life.
No.
Okay, so we're going to make sure these cars are slowing and coming to a stop,
Yeah.
and no one's jumping those lights.
Mhm.
What kind of vehicles might jump lights?
Would it be ambulances? Or
Yeah.
fire? Any?
So anything with blue lights
Services.
and sirens
Yeah.
on, they have to treat that as a give way.
Yeah.
Okay, they haven't got priority.
Oh,
They have to
okay.
give way.
Yeah.
So once we stop, they'll proceed.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're treating that as a give way, a
Yeah.
red light. Okay, and what other types of vehicles might not obey their traffic signs?
People
What-
that are jumping the lights.
Yeah, irresponsible drivers,
Irresponsible drivers. Yeah.
cyclists.
Yeah.
How many cyclists do you see wait at red lights?
in Cambridge? No.
Exactly. So we're looking.
Mhm.
Even though we've got a filter light that gives us priority,
Yeah.
we're still looking. We don't want to kill someone or have
No.
a collision.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, so we're always prepared to stop.
Prepared to stop
On a
okay.
filter light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still prepared to stop. Don't
If we get a
s-
filter light on green and we just go there and suddenly stop, and there's
Yeah.
a car following behind, what could happen? If we suddenly doubt ourselves,
Could they hit us?
yeah, because
Yeah.
they're seeing that green arrow, assuming we're going to carry
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Okay, but we may see something, so we're going to approach it with caution.
Yeah.
And not, if we do need to wait there, we're not going to slam on brakes. Okay, so we do
Okay.
everything
Yeah,
smooth,
yeah.
you know. Okay, so that deals with the rules of the traffic light.
Yeah.
Now, so we're here. We've established our plan, what we're going to do. There's a counterpart, a car opposite that's
Yeah.
going to be turning right.
Yeah.
So we did crossroads before and turning right.
Mhm.
What are we going to do? Are we going to pass in front of him or around the back?
Well, we said we'd pass behind him.
We did, didn't we? And we understand why we would do that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to repeat that. I would recap if that was new,
Yeah,
just to make
yeah.
sure. Yeah, okay, so you know about that. So what if road markings are like that? What?
Then you have to follow the road markings and go
Yeah.
across.
So we're being told otherwise.
What about if I was to go behind him, but he decided he wanted to come in front of me? What would
Then you'd
happen
be braking.
No,
you are
but
being told.
Say that's not there, but he decides that I think I'm going to go round him, but he doesn't think the same. He wants to come across me like that. What?
Okay, well let's say they are there.
Yeah.
We're going to obey them.
Okay.
And if they're not there, then it goes back to what you learned last week.
Yeah.
Go behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be the rule. Because
Just
if you know why, because it's safer.
Okay. Just one question. I just need to get it. So he's trying to come in front of me like this, and I'm thinking I've got to go behind him, but I go too far and then I can't turn down there. What would happen?
You wouldn't get road marking. It wouldn't tell you to do that at the set
Okay.
lights.
Okay.
Because what if there's a row of cars
Yeah.
coming towards you? If you're going to try and go around the
Yeah,
back, that's like a train coming
Yeah,
towards you.
yeah.
How are you going to go around the back of that
No,
train
yeah,
of cars? You
okay.
can't, can you?
So most traffic lights like this would have the arrows going in front.
That's
Yeah.
it.
But at a normal junction, it's normally
That's
behind
it.
and behind.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
I
you're
get
probably
that
going to
now.
get a queue of cars,
Yeah,
aren't you? You
yeah.
can't go around the back.
No. Okay.
And what it's, just so you fully understand it, if you think these cars are going ahead and these are going ahead,
Yeah.
look at, if we draw lines there,
Yeah.
we've got this whole area, this safe place to turn right, to angle your car
Yeah.
and look, haven't you?
Yeah.
Without impeding cars that are going ahead.
Yeah.
So it creates this safe space. So there would be road markings, something like that,
Yeah.
to divide up where we should be going, and that's what you're going to see.
Okay.
So that will make that rule really clear. We're going to obey road markings and go where they tell us to.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But it's a good question. Okay, so let's say we've moved forwards.
Yeah.
There. He's moved forwards there. He wants to go down there. We want to go down there. Yeah. Yeah, so we go. I'd lost my train of thought there.
Okay.
And we're turning right. We're going down into this road,
Yeah.
into the new road.
Yeah.
Okay, and you will see a traffic light. It could be here, it could be here, or it could be there. But there'll only be one of them. So let's say today we'll put it over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So this traffic light is on red,
Yeah.
and you want to go through. There's a little man stood next to it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, if it's there.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay.
If it's red.
Now, if you stop there and there's a car behind, you're probably going to get rear-ended at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. So this red,
blimey.
going a little bit fast. This red traffic light,
Yeah.
has it got? Would it has? If you look at the
a
picture,
sensor, wouldn't it?
has it? No. Has it got a stop line there?
If it had
I've
a
just
s-
drawn
no,
one on.
Yeah, but if it hasn't, then you'd carry on going.
Good. If that was a stop line, there'd be a pair of lights
Yeah.
either side of the road
Yeah.
with a stop line.
Yeah.
So if you don't see that,
You'd carry on going.
that light is what we call a secondary light
Yeah.
for the people waiting opposite here. So they've got their primary lights and their secondary light.
Okay.
So when people are left in the
Lights.
middle to turn right, they know what the light's doing. You'll have one as well. So when
Yeah.
you've moved forwards here, there'll be a light here,
Yeah.
a secondary light
Yeah.
to tell you what's going on. Because the lights you've just obeyed are now behind you. They were green, but they could go back to red.
Yeah.
And you need to know when the cycle's changing.
Okay.
So if you're left in the middle here and your secondary light turns red,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? Let's say you've got a car behind
I'm
you
going
as
to
well.
keep going
Yeah, why?
because I'm going to stop the traffic from going from left to right. aren't
So, yeah, so you would need to proceed, but
Yeah.
always
I? With caution.
if it's safe. Because if these cars have started to move, it might
Yeah.
not be safe.
Okay.
Now, these cars moving towards should allow anyone left in the junction turning right to finish.
Yeah.
They can't leave. Well, they can.
They
They
can.
could easily leave us in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't. They should give way. So whenever you're going ahead at a set of traffic lights and the lights turn green,
Yeah.
if there's people to your right waiting to turn right left there,
Yeah.
you should allow them
Yeah.
to go. But
Yeah.
don't flash or wave because the left lane might
Yeah.
go straight up. So
Because
just
then,
let them go.
because when I was driving in London, I was like this, and they didn't let me go, and I was stuck in there. So what? Didn't really know what
Well,
to
if
do.
it's not safe, you've got to stay there.
Stay
What I
there,
don't want you to
yeah.
do is reverse back.
No.
Don't reverse back to the
Okay.
line. You've already committed.
Yeah.
It was green. You passed
So
it.
if this is now green and there's traffic coming, but there's a space for me to go, can I still go?
If there's a space, go.
Go. Yeah. Yeah.
If
Even
they
though-
don't let you, just
yeah.
wait there. You would impede traffic coming this
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
So they really need to let you go because
Yeah.
they can't
It'd be
proceed,
nice for them
can
to
they?
let you go.
Yeah, they can't really go
No.
until you're out of the way.
Okay.
Yes, they might honk at you and say, "Oh, you've jumped the lights," but you haven't.
Because because
Yeah, you could have a learner in front that
yeah.
stalls,
Yeah.
and you're behind them, and now we're all left in the middle.
Yeah.
And this is why, at the stage you're at, where you're beyond stalling,
Mhm.
that you're now ready for this type of junction.
Yeah.
We don't want to bring a novice up here who's
No.
still stalling the car
Yeah.
and hasn't got full control.
No, that's right.
I mean, if they do stall, we'd help them. We'd get
Yeah.
them out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
I think we covered everything on that. That's quite good.
That's it. So you know about secondary lights,
Yeah.
and you're not going to stop at a secondary light.
No,
Good. Unless there's a stop line.
unless there's stop line. That's
Very
right.
good. And then we'll go do it.
Yeah. Cool.
So that'll be that really. So yeah, we've just spent all that time just briefing with no time left to do it.
No.
So that's where we'll pick up.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
We'll pick up on that. Well, actually, let's I'd
That's my...
put it in the side so you don't forget
Yeah,
your phone.
okay.
And
Put it behind.
but as we just go back, we could just have a look at it.
Yeah, of course.
So how did that? What do you think? Was that all right?
Yeah, I think looking back on that video, you can know exactly how to explain that. But in a lesson, it does take quite a bit of time just to explain that to them before you do it. Don't just try and think, oh, just a little bit about that. We'll go and deal with it, and it's like reading the instructions after.
Yeah,
exactly. We don't want to be doing that. We want to make sure that we know exactly what we're going to be doing when we get to them lights.
Yeah. So there's lots of
because I know you probably you might get. Do you get pupils that just like can't be dealing with that lot? Just want to get on with it. Get a bit impatient.
You'll get people that just want to get on with it without a clue of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they'll get you to the junction, and they'll suddenly
You don't know what you're doing.
stop.
That's where you need to say no. We need to make sure.
And you run your risk of a rear end.
Yes.
We're trying to prevent them doing something stupid. Like so, here if I was coming down here, it'd be mirror position.
Yes, because there's no turn.
Because like we got into that bottleneck with in your briefing. Like, well,
if you leave it too late,
it's too late.
Think it's planning ahead, isn't it?
So
like I say,
So we just need to make sure we're.
A lot of road markings and
so
they're clear, aren't they?
they're sticking right only.
Yeah.
We should do.
Yeah. Even though, I do.
Just because we could go ahead.
Yeah.
If there was no ahead, it's just left and a right with filter lanes. Then fair enough, don't. But if there's pedestrian waiting around the corner, well, just clarify. If it doesn't harm anyone, or confuse anyone, then
it's good. So
then just reconfirm.
So next week we'll go back there.
So we'll go back and do that. Do that. You can practice. You can
practice
go away, practice your briefing. Deliver the briefing, and we'll go do it.
It's good.
This one here, no one's signaling. It's like, okay, so why is that? Maybe this one's just more obvious that you can't go ahead.
I suppose it automatically do indicate. You do sometimes think, oh, should I be indicating or should I not, because someone else is, but say if anyone's trying to cross that road, then they know exactly where you're coming, don't they? Because pedestrians aren't going to always know what a road, because they don't drive. They're going to know what's going on, do they?